Good morning. Ira Epstein with your morning flash update. And this update is for the morning of Thursday, the 6th of February, 2025, about 8:22 a.m. Central Time. So as we come in today, this is the last day the federal workers can decide, do they want to take the early buyout that was offered? So far, about 40,000 have signed up. The government expects we'll get a surge today, but this is going to end up being under the numbers, as I see it, that they were hoping for. They had estimated between 5 and 10% of the government employees would take the early buyouts for their job. They're 2% coming into today, so let's assume that you get a major surge today. Do you double? Do you get towards that 5% number? That would be a big event. We'll see if that's the case. And, people, while they're arguing about this, corporations do this all the time, one after the other. So this is just a way that people that were thinking, hey, I got only a year left anyways, I might as well take it. You clear the decks, you get new people in if you need them, but it is a way to get government payrolls down to start with, and that's what they're doing. Speaking about payrolls, Challenger Gray, the planned job cuts about 10,000 higher than the prior months of 38,000. Now they got 49. And when we look at jobless claims, they were up 11,000. That's a little higher than they were looking for. They thought they'd get 7,000. Okay, but it's still not a crazy number. The continuing claims are up, but they're not over the 1.9 level. They did go up 36,000. Then we get to non-farm productivity. It was up 1.2%. That's less than was expected at 1.4% and almost in half of what you had in the third quarter revised. In the fourth quarter, non-farm labor costs were up 3%. They expected 3.3. That's not as bad, but it is much higher. It's almost triple plus what you were in the third quarter revised. We're going to get the EIA natural gas number withdrawal. They're looking for 170 billion cubic feet. The Bank of England did cut its key interest rate by 25 basis points. Next up's the Bank of Mexico, and they're expected to go by as much as 50 basis points. So you're starting to get the banks stepping in there. The gold market down today. I thought the market was up at the upper Bollinger Band and could sell off a bit. You're starting to get that through the market. Unchanged in the platinum. Copper still up a penny. When we step to the dollar, up from yesterday's big break, but not really extending it by a heck of a lot. You can see the pound down 115 points off that rate move. When we step over to the grain markets, it's been a real choppy affair in the grains recently. Wheat is still holding in there. That's probably the best way that you can say it, along with the soybean market. Corn pretty much unchanged on the day. Now, if you read an interview today with Scott Bessent, our new Treasury Secretary, he claims that what the Trump administration and he are going to do is, number one, they're not criticizing any longer, at least he is not going to openly criticize the Federal Reserve, period. So don't expect it during his tenure. The second thing he said is what the Trump administration is going to focus on is the 10-year note. They want to get that down towards the 3% level, not up here at 4.4 level, and that will be how they gauge their success, along with how the stock market is doing, and we've known that the Trump administration likes to do that. So as I see it, it's a funny market. We're sort of marking time here. There's word that the Saudis are trying to raise prices to Asia again. We'll see if that happens in the energy complex. But this is where Scott Bessent is saying that inflation, to get it down, that you've got to break the energy prices, gasoline, heating oil. And in order to do that, if that comes down, it takes care of much of the pressure that's on inflation. A lot of people don't agree with him on that, but that's where he's coming from. I'll be writing about that today in my newsletter. And remember, if you don't get any of our information, just go to iraepstein.com. That's my name, iraepstein.com. Look for free offers and sign up there. I'm Ira. You have yourself a great day. If you like these videos, please give us a thumbs up.